Should single men smash married women? All right, guys, we back. I got my guy with me, John Way.
What's happening? What's good?
Thank you for joining us again.
Yes, sir.
We're diving into cheating and thirsty married women and how to spot them, and if young guys should smash them or not, and for the married spouses, the men, what they should do. How should they be able to spot a cheating, married, thirsty woman because they out there? And
Yeah.
it's just a wonderful thing to have a young brother on with me to be able to bust this down, pause in a wonderful way. So, John Way, what do you think about just this topic?
It's diabolical, actually. This whole topic alone is just diabolical, bro.
Okay, what
This needed to be talked about. We'll say that.
it definitely needs to be talked about. It's something that's not really talked about,
Yeah.
and we're not here to judge.
Not at all.
But we
Not at
want
all.
to keep that thing 100. So, how can a married guy, how can he tell if his married wife is thirsty
Yeah.
and outside giving away box?
Well, first of all, friendliness. Like, that's why I think that's probably like the top one. Like, being real friendly, kind of knowing too many, when you go in different venues, different places and stuff like that, and you just all over the place. You ain't kind of with your mans. You speaking to everybody and hey, this and the third, which is cool. You know, you can be nice, but when it's slight way come off disrespectful, like, and you're not even aware of that as a woman. Yeah, that the friendliness, that's definitely
And so,
overly friendly. I'd say that.
so would you describe overly friendly women?
Yeah.
Would you just describe that act as emotional cheating?
Do I describe it as emotional?
Is
cheating?
that emotional cheating? I mean, if she outside just friendly with
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, with
I always say, right, so you would know what your man putting up with just by how his woman act in public. I always pay attention to that. So however how she acting, that let me know behind closed doors what demo you putting down.
it might be even worse behind closed
Yeah,
doors.
it's some-
If
it's
she
some-
acting like this right here,
Yeah.
and we don't know what type of disrespect he dealing with.
She gonna tell on it every
inside
time.
the house.
She gonna tell it every time. If she outside just all the other men's faces, other nigga faces, and this and the third, it just shows your leadership. What you putting down behind closed doors. You bargaining behind closed doors. You got them. You ain't putting your foot down basically, and it shows. A woman always gonna give it off in public or behind closed doors. However you rocking behind closed doors, in public it's gonna show just by her respect. Cause women are reciprocators. So and they watch how they man move and what he putting down, and in public it's gonna show.
So what do you think drives physical cheating? The giving away of the box. What do you think is the driving force behind that for married women? Is it lack thereof at home? Is
Yeah.
it something that the spouse might be doing wrong or getting wrong at that point?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, naturally, she could just be a freak.
Mm,
It ain't even what you doing wrong, bro. It could be where it's like before she got with you, what she just normally accustomed to doing, she just gonna continue doing. It's in her nature.
hey, you blessing the pod. Can you pull your mic down? Pause. Yeah. Man, you blessing the pod right now. Hey, look, wait. Hit the power button on the air conditioner right there. It's right there. Yeah. Okay. So, man, that was a wonderful answer. Now, I want to know, does social media play a role in it? I know
Very
we done
much
had
so.
these
Yeah.
discussions before, but what role does social media play in the thirsty,
Yeah.
cheating spouse, period, male or female?
Well, just for example, Instagram, right? They got this thing called the Explore page where you click on there, you see some of the most beautiful women. Some swole ass nigga, in shape nigga on there. He got a bag. He look like a rich nigga. And most people got a social media platform, so they clicking on there, and it's like a curiosity thing. Like, damn, what would I be doing if I went with my nigga? And then when you start to think that, then you start voicing it, then it become physical. It started in the mind first, like, okay, if you would think about it, then you're gonna be to talk about it. Then when you talk about it, it's gonna become in physical form.
And social media helps you to think about it.
All manifest all that shit. Trips, different trips and shit with friends, and it's a number thing when it come to like when women going on girls trips and shit, like I don't even trust that type of shit. But I mean, it is what it is. But girls like they like that thrill of like, damn. Not all women. Let me say that. Not all women, but a lot of women. They be like, damn, this my ideal guy. They think this their ideal guy when they see on the internet this nigga in shape. He got all the money. He got all this other women looking at him and shit. They want that. In all actuality, that's not really that ain't what God ordained for you. But they go against it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, they go against all odds. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
let's go to some stats. Studies show women are more likely to cheat emotionally, but Gen Z and millennial wives are cheating physically more than previous generations. A 2018 study from the Institute of Family Studies said around 13% of married women admit to cheating. That's likely underreported. So as we read through some of the stats about the Gen Z and the millennial wives,
Yeah.
do you trust them?
Not at all. Like we said just a few minutes ago about social media, it's so much access to the BS. So it's like I look at it like this: if your girl active on social media just constantly, she's seeing other men, she's seeing other temptations. The internet comes with temptation. You feel me? And like when you get on there, it's always gonna be a nigga with a big ass bag. He gonna have money, this, that, and the third, chains on, this, the rappers and all that shit, bro. It's hard to maintain a solid relationship when all you see is something that could be potentially better than your man.
All right, Brother John. Well, I want you to help me and help the audience by defining what makes a married woman thirsty.
Thirsty.
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question. What makes a married woman thirsty? Well, just overly. Okay, let's say you out, right? You out with your woman. Well, I ain't gonna say you, but just in general, a man
Yeah,
out
yeah,
with
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just out with his wife or his old lady, and she doing things like she just doing shit in public where she might be in this nigga face too long or be talking, socializing, and not even acknowledging the fact that I'm in here with my mans. So it's like it's a disrespect thing where they not even giving a fuck at that point of the outcome. I'm outside. I know he here, but I got to get my shit off. And some men go for that. Like I said, behind closed doors, niggas be going for that type of shit. So when you get in public, they do the same thing, and they don't give a fuck about how you feel.
I'm with you. I think it probably is going to stem from what was established in the beginning. If she gonna just be thirsty like that outside
Yeah,
on you like that, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Handing away box. I think in the beginning, if you letting small things slide,
yeah,
and I don't mean I'm not trying to tell men to be dictators
yeah,
or keep your foot on their necks or nothing like that.
yeah.
But if you letting, so if you see certain things off the top
And you
from
don't say nothing.
and don't say nothing, then really that's all on you,
It's
man.
on
You should have
you.
just left right then. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
I don't gotta call it out. This might just be your regular behavior.
yeah.
You might be, you know what I'm saying?
If you don't say nothing, it's on you. Now, if you do say something and she continues to do it, they let you know everything you need to know. She don't respect you. If a woman don't respect you, it's not gonna work at all.
So at that point, what should the man do at that point if he sees what you're talking about?
And he verbalized it to his woman, she continues to do it.
Yeah.
He gotta leave. Or you finna go
And,
through
and
it.
you're not even talking about actually cheating. You're talking about certain just disrespects
If she don't
or
respect
just
you, she will cheat. I feel like she'll cheat on you if she don't respect you.
yeah.
She'll do a cheating act if you don't respect what you saying. If a nigga word ain't valuable to her, she will do some low down shit to you. That's just my opinion.
No, I
But
agree
I
with
feel
that.
like in most situations, if she don't respect you, she will cheat on you.
Yeah.
But she will do some shit where it can come off thirsty. You feel me? So it's all about verbalizing. If she don't listen to what you saying, bro, and she continue to do it, that means she don't respect you and she will do some low down shit. Bottom line.
That's a fact. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that was very valuable. John, have you ever met a married woman that moved like a single woman and that you end up busting down?
Yeah. Yeah, so example, right? I was dealing with this woman, right? Cool, lady. We cool to this day. But like before she got married, like we had our little situation, right? So I end up I was young, so I just ghosted her. You feel me? She ain't seen me. I ain't been around her, nothing. She seen me on a random, it was an event going on, right? And she ran into me. It's like all the memories came back of me like having her in that, yeah, like folded. You feel me? So,
Oh, damn.
so like
Oh, man.
I could just tell like
At the time that you had her folded, did you know that she was married at that point? Was she leading you on? Did you not know?
see, look, around this time she wasn't married, right? But then
Okay.
by the time we was dealing with each other, I ghosted her. Like I was doing some other things. Years later go by, she see me for the first time in like 2-3 years. You feel me? And she just malfunctioned. She was with her girls one night.
She malfunctioned.
Malfunction. She seen me. I'm vibing out. You know, at this time, I'm knowing she's married. So I'm being respectful. I'm not trying to disrespect what's going on, but I'm standing somewhere, she's getting closer and closer. This before we even introduce ourselves again, none of that. She just seen me. And I'm noticing like, damn, I'm taking a picture with somebody, she right there, kind of like on my back type shit. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? You feel me? So, I got a number. We chopped it back up and just brought it back full circle. And then after that, goddamn, she followed me on social media again, this and the third. So when she added me, she writing me every picture I post. She under my shit talking crazy. What I'm gonna do to you? I'm gonna goddamn eat you up. Well, it's talking crazy.
Man.
So one night she wanted me to pull up on her.
At this point, we're talking about a married woman?
Nah, this for sure. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
under your social media posts? Wilding like that?
Harden my shit, all in my comments. Not comments, but like storylines and shit like that.
Yeah. As secret as she could go, but
It's
yeah.
So like at the time, I'm like, I know you married. You a savage. Like, I'm really like, I don't think I want to do it. But one night I was on one night and she hit me up. I'm like, I'm gonna pull up on her. So thank God I didn't go through with it. Cause she pulled up and we out in the open. She like, come to this place. I'm like, nah, it's like all the way in the open, bro. Like, it's nighttime, but
I can't be in the open with you.
You feel me? You accounted for. I can't be around you. So like, she was drunk or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. But then something just tell him like, bro, this woman is married, bro. Like, niggas don't play about their wives, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't play about my wife if I was married, you feel me? So I ain't even go through with it. But like the point I'm trying to make is it's like she didn't give a fuck. She was ready to do it all right then. She was ready to crash right then.
Risk it all.
Risk it all.
For a short thrill.
Man, short thrill. And we just gonna be cool afterwards. I wasn't finna put a ring on her. None of that shit.
No, of course not. You're married. What do you mean?
Cool lady. I ain't
with
know
you.
it. Just real was, fuck with her.
Yeah. Wow. That's an interesting story, Wade.
I done had women tell me in the club, boy, if I wasn't married, boy, I fuck the shit. Talking crazy in the club. I'm like, man, why are you married if you in my ear talking like this? Why are you even putting yourself in them type of situations to even tremble like that?
Yeah. So
It could be a stability thing where a woman might get married just for stability. Or comfortability where he might got a bag or he working pretty hard and she ain't got to do too much. It could be that.
that's not genuine.
At all. That's why I feel like a lot of marriages are like that. It's not genuine.
That's not genuine. I wouldn't desire that if I was a man. I mean, I'm a man.
Yeah.
I don't desire that.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure somebody who can better take care of you than me anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So go find him. I need you to like me for me.
Only me.
And follow me.
Yeah.
Blindly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do nothing to harm you.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't do it, but I need you to know that though.
I feel bad
I
after
need
that
you to know that.
situation though.
Huh?
I feel bad. I was like, man, that man probably working all these hours. He busting his ass and you finna bust him.
And she ready to bust down.
You ready to bust down. I was like, bro, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna gracefully get out of there, man. Like, that shit, wow. Why are you in a marriage? Why are you even stood before God?
So
You know what I mean?
Going in, that's a good. It's a good time to segue into this. The risk, the thrill factor versus the risk factors.
Yeah,
You know, the risk, of course. You know what I'm saying? Bringing something home,
yeah,
STD, anything like that.
yeah,
The thrill, you know, I bust down a new little chick, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
and nobody's supposed to know. It's supposed to be a secret,
yeah,
or I got bust down by the young tall dude with the abs.
yeah,
And ain't nobody supposed to know, and it was great, and he young, and you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because you know, I seen the social media post that was talking about they say the young dudes are killing it out here. The auntie want to see about that,
Oh
and I seen
yeah,
something like that.
auntie.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
And so that's auntie them married.
yeah.
And so I just want to talk about the risk factor versus the thrill. Is it better to have the thrill than the risk of crashing out? Because for me, honestly, I think for the men, if you got any value, she gonna tell on you.
Yeah.
She gonna tell on you. She
Mm-hmm.
want you too.
Mm-hmm.
She want you, I'm here to tell you. So she gonna tell on you. For men, I'm just telling men right now,
Yeah.
she gonna tell on you.
If you married, right?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
married
yeah.
guy, a married man, like it can last for a while,
He gonna get
you know what
told
I'm saying, on
on.
the low,
Yeah.
but she gonna tell on you.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna get hurt because you gonna put your wife first at some point.
Especially if you ain't trying to pay her, she gonna definitely
Oh,
tell on you.
Lord.
You ain't got that hush money, you in trouble. You feel me?
The hush money?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what if it don't start like that? You still need the hush money
You
because
need to
even
give
if
her
it,
something regardless. You need to break bread with her regardless, even if she ain't asked for it. Cause
because you've been out here busting her down,
you doing
knowing,
you ain't doing God's work at this point when you married and you know you sleep with another. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
You need to pay her. Definitely need to pay her. Cause she gonna say something.
so what about the women? The young dude ain't finna say nothing. He don't want to tell. He don't want her husband to find out.
See,
He just want to keep busting her down.
it's an emotional thing, like
I
you
mean,
said
I've
earlier.
been him before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like when it comes, it's a difference between like, I feel like women that keep it more. I feel like niggas talk too. I ain't gonna lie, they
Yeah, niggas
talk a
talk.
lot. They
Yeah,
do too.
a lot.
Yeah, it's like
But the young man want to keep busting her down without no smoke. But he
now
definitely gonna tell somebody
Auntie them
that
cake
might
you up
tell
too
somebody,
now.
huh?
Auntie them will cake you up too now.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
cake
yeah,
you up too. So it's
yeah,
like they. I guess you could say that's hush money, but they definitely break bread too.
yeah.
So it can go hand in hand really with both parties. But yeah, if a woman is married, especially if she at a certain age, she know how the game should go. Like, and you out here busting down, you definitely playing a savage game, a dangerous game, very much dangerous game. Man. I ain't gonna even lie.
Hey, have you ever had a married woman shoot a shot at you?
Yeah, hell yeah, plenty of times.
What? How do you? Did you shoot down or what do you? You know what I'm saying? Because normally on social media, everybody's gonna do their investigation
Yeah,
on who just inboxed me or who just hearted my story 18 times.
yeah.
And then so I see you hearted my story 18 times and inboxed me. And so now I seen off the top your profile picture, it looked good, but it looked like you 47.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna check it out, but then I see you married to so and so, and I'm like, so what's the situation?
Like when a woman that's married shoot at me, I kind of look at it like on some jokeful shit. I try not to take it too seriously because I know what she got at stake, and I
You
know
know ain't nothing y'all can do like that.
I can't do nothing with you, woman. Like I can't do nothing with you, baby. I can just talk shit to you. Now
No,
some
you
niggas that
could,
go
no,
for
you could bust her down.
I could bust it
No,
down,
you could
but
bust her down, but I mean,
yeah. It's like with me, I might shoot the shit with her. I might talk a little stuff, but
see, after you bust her down, she gonna want to text you later on, and now she gonna get caught.
all right.
She gonna just
So
women are emotional.
I try to avoid all that by just keeping it wherever we in this situation, whatever environment, I try to keep it there. I don't want to bring it back to the bedroom because I'm knowing once you get hit up, now you ready to hit what you doing, this and that. Now you finna get caught. Now he ready to kill you. I'm not trying to.
And you,
And you feel me? Especially, man.
what you
So
mean?
we gonna go and we ain't even finna let that happen. I love my life and I hope you love yours, you feel me? Because niggas don't play by their wife at all. Especially when he done put so much into this shit and then you out here playing with him. Now marriage, I respect it. I ain't gonna even lie. I respect it. Because it's dangerous.
So, do you think that any single guys think that they're gonna get something real out of a married woman?
Shit, maybe some good box. If
Yeah.
anything, that's probably the most, some good box.
And some bag.
and some bag. That's the only thing that's coming from that situation anyway. Ain't no relationship, ain't none of that.
But that's what a young nigga want anyway. That's what a young man want anyway.
Right.
This ain't got nothing to do with color or nothing, race or nothing. This is all across the board.
Yeah.
Americans, this is American lifestyle. The white boy is gonna knock you all the way down.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna think twice about it.
But I think about this too though, man. It could be a couple might be swingers. They might be swing.
Yeah, see, once you start talking about American lifestyle, them white boys, they swing.
They swing like a motherfucker.
They swing,
So
yeah.
I'll be like, okay, well maybe her husband cool with you doing that. Especially white boys. They might be with that. Hit my wife, bust her down. It's people like that out here for real.
Yeah, I can't even
Me neither.
hit
though.
my wife,
You
bust
can't
her
hit
down.
You can't hit my wife now. That's
I don't want you to. I'm saying
Yeah, I
like,
don't want you
know what I'm
to,
saying?
you
Like,
feel
now if you play her enough to, you know what I'm saying, pull that off, man, pull that off. You know, if I find out, then I'm just out of there.
Yeah.
That's all. That's
Yeah.
all. I don't want no smoke. I ain't mad at you because I'm a true player for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We just gonna go.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But anyway, man, I don't want anybody to bust my wife down, and I'm cool with that. I don't want to swing with no couple. I don't care how pretty your wife is or
Yeah.
none of that. I don't want to do
I
that.
don't need you inserting my wife. That's
No,
not,
man.
never
Oh
life.
man, that sounds horrible.
It's horrible. It is horrible, bro. Ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Okay, John Wayne. Do you have any closing thoughts on the right thing to do? And you know what I'm saying, if you're a married woman and or a married man,
Yeah.
and you start feeling these temptations, wanting to bust somebody down outside of your marriage.
Just remember, you stood before God. That's. I ain't got to say nothing else after that. You stood before God and you said, "This is your person." So God He gonna remember what you said now. And you out here doing ungodly like shit. Then just know it's coming back. In your marriage, it's supposed to be a covenant. Right? It's supposed to be a covenant, right?
Yeah, it's in
If you
the
break
Bible.
that covenant, just know you got to deal with God. You ain't got to worry about humans. You got to deal with Him. That's
I mean, I had something to
feel
say,
me?
but I shouldn't. I can't
Yeah.
top that. And that's major, guys. Watch this episode right here.